this great.
Which countries?
India, Thailand, even China into Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico used to be one of the largest markets for U.S. rice. We haven't shipped rice into Puerto Rico in years. So this has been happening for years. This didn't start during your administration, but unfortunately...
India. Tell me about India. Why is India allowed to do that? They have to pay tariffs. Do they have an exemption on rice?
No, sir. We're still working on their trade deal. So
yeah, but they should be dumping. I mean, I heard that from others. So you can't do that.
There's a WTO case against India
now.
Give
me the countries, if you could.
America is gearing up once again, this time to pressure India. And leading the charge is President Donald Trump, who now has Indian rice in his crosshairs. During a meeting at the White House with American farmers, Trump delivered a sharp warning. New tariffs may soon target rice imports from India, Thailand, and even China. Why? Because U.S. rice farmers claim that these countries are dumping cheap rice into the American market, hurting their profits. But here's the twist. The U.S. itself gives some of the world's largest agricultural subsidies. Yet Washington regularly lectures other nations about fair trade. What triggered Trump's new tariff threat? During the farmers' meeting, Merrill Kennedy, CEO of a major Louisiana rice mill, told Trump India, Thailand, and China are selling rice in the U.S. at very low prices. Chinese rice is entering the U.S. indirectly through Puerto Rico. Southern U.S. rice producers are struggling because of this price war. Kennedy pushed Trump and said, "Tariffs are working, but we need you to double them." Trump was shocked. "You want more tariffs?" But he immediately turned to Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent and said, "Write down those countries. India, who else?" Bessent replied, "India, Thailand, China." Trump then asked, why is India allowed to dump rice into the U.S.? Have they been given any exemption? Bessent said no. The trade deal with India is still being negotiated. Trump cut in again. They shouldn't be dumping. They can't do that. Trump then assured farmers that he would handle the issue quickly. The bigger picture. A double standard? This confrontation comes at a sensitive moment. The U.S. and India are preparing to restart trade negotiations on December 10th to 11th. Trump has already imposed 50% tariffs on several Indian products. Washington is clearly using tariffs as a pressure tactic before talks begin. And here's the irony. When the U.S. sells cheap goods globally, it calls it competition. But when India or Thailand sells competitively priced rice, suddenly it's dumping and a threat. What's really happening? This is part of a larger trade power game. The U.S. wants to protect its farmers. India gives domestic subsidies to support millions of rice growers. At the WTO, the U.S. has repeatedly challenged India's rice subsidy program. Now, Trump is using tariffs as leverage to force concessions in the upcoming trade talks. So while both nations talk about strong relations, Washington is, as usual, playing pressure politics right before negotiations. What do you think? Is this a fair move by the U.S. to protect its farmers, or is Washington targeting India unfairly before trade talks? Let us know in the comments.